Week 7 of Hick's 5-minute picks is already here. Please, college football season, slow down, going by too fast. Biggest game of the weekend, one of the biggest games of the year. Number 8, Oregon, taking on number 7, Washington. Huskies, 3-point favorites at home. I am torn. My head and my heart say Washington. My gut, though, says Oregon. So how do I break the tie? Well, I'm going to do what most any normal American is going to do, and that is this. Think to myself, who'd win in a fight? If a duck, right, was to fight a husky, who do you think is winning that battle? A duck or a husky? It's obvious. It's the husky, folks. Don't be, deceived by the nice little tongue out and the nice little cute smile. See those eyes? Those are the eyes of a killer. Those are the eyes of a psychopath. And those are the eyes that are going to get the job done and get the dub on Saturday. UW getting the win. Washington does beat Oregon. Now, look, this is going to be Washington's biggest test so far defensively because Oregon is, I think, right now the best defense they'll face this season. But here's why I think the Huskies are going to prevail. When you look at offense, specifically receiver, Washington has both quantity and quality. You don't have to choose. You don't have to choose one or the other. Washington has both. That, to me, is going to be the difference. Because you look right now, Washington has, 3 receivers right now over 300 yards receiving. 4 different receivers have at least 3 receiving touchdowns. So Michael Penix Jr. is able to spread the ball out to everyone. He's not just locking on one guy. And that depth, we can kind of on any given play here, look at 3, 4, 5 guys make a play. Overall, I think that depth is going to be the biggest difference in this game. And the biggest reason why, even though Oregon's defense is legit, why Washington, in the end, does get it done. I'm still going to go high scoring here. 41-34, Washington over Oregon. Should be an instant classic. Cannot wait. Another big one here. Saturday night. Number 10, USC at number 21, Notre Dame. The Irish at home, favored by 2.5 points. Now, look, full disclosure, USC, I'm not going to back off it. USC is my national title pick. And part of the reason was I thought their defense couldn't get any worse. Look, I'll sit here and be honest with you. I'm going to wave the white flag on that. Defense sucks. Defense sucks. I thought it was going to get better. Well, I really thought it couldn't get any worse. And so far, it's not looked very good whatsoever. And it's somehow managed to regress from how bad it was last year. So I'll say, fine, hand up, I was wrong on that. One loss is not going to end USC's season. Right? They're not going to be eliminated from the college football playoff contention by losing to Notre Dame on Saturday. But I do, though, think their undefeated bid is coming to an end in South Bend. This feels like the perfect storm. Again, USC's defense is not very good. You look at the weather, it's going to be rainy and cold. Forget about not ideal for the offense for USC. Not ideal for the defense either whatsoever. They can't tackle them. They can't stop the pass. They are 90th in stopping the run, one of the worst rushing defenses in all the country. That spells doom. And unlike last week, where Notre Dame, for whatever reason, didn't want to run the ball, I think they're going to get back to being a physical brand of football, run the ball with Audric Estime a ton. I think Notre Dame in a sloppy defensive, well, for them, obviously, again, not USC, but for the Irish, at least win this one in a hard-nosed Midwest slobber knocker. I'm going to go Irish 27, USC 17. Tough game for the Trojans. I don't think they're able to muster a ton with the elements as well, and I do think that they go down. Number 25, Miami at number 12, UNC. North Carolina, 3.5-point favorites. Tar Heels win this game. Look, let's be honest here. The hangover from one of the worst coaching decisions you'll ever see made by Mario Cristobal last week, I think is going to have a huge impact on this game. Look, we're talking about college kids, right? We're not talking about professionals where they're able to compartmentalize and put a bad loss behind them. College kids are emotional. We've all been there. They allow things to snowball. And I do think the way they lost to Georgia Tech last week, that loss is going to carry over into this week and now compound into 2 straight losses for the Hurricanes. Carolina at home gets the win. Also, Tez Walker, he returned last week, but now in a big spot here is going to be back on the field for the Tar Heels. Big boost to their offense. And finally, NCAA took forever, dragged their feet, but for once did the right thing. Finally, Pac-12 battle, number 18 UCLA and number 15 Oregon State. Beavers at home, 4.5-point favorites or 4-point favorites. I'm going to Bruins. Look, defense in 2023 does not win championships in football. But you know what defense does win? This game. Bruins, hard-nosed defense, gets pressure on DJ Uiagalelei. That's the difference.